So I just got done running, and when I get a chance to run, I get a chance to think. And I was thinking about my run, and I thought about how it relates to this situation that we're all in. In the first half mile of my run, felt like I was running in quicksand. I really felt slow, felt like I couldn't move, felt sluggish, felt like everything was an uphill battle. And then I got to about a half mile, and I looked at my watch, and I realized I was right on pace. And so you keep going, and the second portion of my run is really uphill, and it was into the wind going out, and then I ran the same route coming back. And I realized a little more than a mile into the run that all I had to do was keep moving. I had to keep my stride frequency up. I just had to keep taking steps, one step at a time. No step is too small if you're headed in the right direction. I was moving where I wanted to go. I just had to keep stepping. And then you find a pace, you find some sense of normal, and you keep going. And I got to the halfway point, and I hit the telephone pole at the intersection, and I turned around, and I looked at my time, and then I realized that I had to go back the same way, and that I knew I could make up some time because I was going downwind a little bit, and I also knew that I knew the route, and I had my pace, I had my normalcy, I had my routine, and I knew that I had to keep going. And I also knew that if I wanted to make the time that I had set for myself, that I knew that I need to pick up the pace just a little bit. I knew I was going to be required to push myself, but I also knew that it was within my capabilities, well within my limits to hit my goal. And so I kept going. And then I passed some of the people on the way back who were walking that I passed on my way out. Kept my social distance, but kept moving, and my attitude got better because I knew the way, because I knew I just had to keep my stride, and I knew I just needed to keep going forward. As I got closer and closer to my house where I returned, I could really push myself, staying within my limits, but still understanding that I had a goal to hit and I could keep moving. The tenor for me the entire time, the theme for me the entire time was to just keep moving. And that's what I want you to do in your business. I want you to keep moving. I want you to know that you know the way. I want you to know that you feel like you're struggling right now, and it feels like you're moving in quicksand right now, and it feels like for all the effort that you're putting into it, you should be getting more of a return than you realize. This whole work from home thing is a weird transition for some of you. For some of us, it's not, but for a lot of you, it's really, really strange. And for all of us, we have new factors that we're dealing with that make it feel a lot like quicksand. And so, if you can remember to just keep moving, and to remember that if you're doing all you can, it has to be enough, and in so many cases it will be. That when things start to lighten up, when you realize that you keep your pace and things move forward, when the world moves past you, along with you, that you get to that point where your normalcy returns, you find your pace, and you get where you need to go. You have to have faith that what you're doing is enough. You have to have faith that your skills, that your talents, while they can always be improved, that there is something worth improving them for. And you need to keep moving forward. You'll get there. I'll get there. We'll get there together. Just remember, no step is too small if it's headed in the right direction, but you must keep taking steps.